EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go here in Baltimore. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Gonna go right back to Henry. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's gonna lead to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he will have the Ravens first down. Have it by plenty, too. Keeping the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
It's not. In motion goes Likely. On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they bring them down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 20.
On the give, here's Henry. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens 7, Lions nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9.
Tiger! Cut!
On play action, Goff. He'll be hit he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun, it's Goff. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slaw. A gain there of 15. First down, Detroit.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they've got it with first and 10.
Marley, tonight. 20.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one complete. It's to Slaw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
20.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. He's got his man complete. That's to Slaw. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Throwing on second down. Goff. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia.
Yeah, the second he threw that ball, Mike, that just felt like a hope and a prayer. He just threw that thing up, saying, I hope my guy comes down with it. Ball placement wasn't really where it needed to be and ends up going the other way.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. It's second down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed, so they'll have to pick it up on third down. Jackson going to keep it himself. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure if this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9. Second and a yard.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. 20.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Goff. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Isaac Teslar was the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
We're good. 180.
Back to the air. It's Goff. Open man. It's Jamison Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
The Lions called their first timeout to talk things over before 3rd down.
Five.
Here's Goff. That is caught to the goal line and in. Khalif Raymond. Touchdown, Lions.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Bates is good with the extra point. And the Lions will level things out at 7 apiece. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
180. 180.
Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. A touchdown apiece. 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. This fielded at about the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Super. Tonight. Black 20. Turbo.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
80.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
The 44-yard line.
Here we go. 20.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9.
180.
To throw is Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down.
And I think both of us came away from our discussions with the coaches thinking that this guy was going to have a massive role in this one. But after only his first catch of the game, let's get credit where it's due. This defense, man, they've held him in check throughout.
2 for 66. What?
They'll go play action with Goff. That is pulled in at the 5. And he's in! Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We've got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. They'll give him 6 on that play.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Henry. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, Jackson headed left, buying time, and he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. He's going to have a Ravens first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And third down coming up.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Third and long for Jackson. Coming open, that's the tight end Likely. And he will go all the way. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Ravens. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner out. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. It is second and a yard.
We go tonight.
A run with Gibbs. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot. It's going to be enough to move the chains. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking a timeout. $1:54 to go. Here's first down. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now, on second and long.
2 for 1.
They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Cut. 180. Cut.
Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Gibbs, and he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Just 1 second. All that remains in the football game as the kick is away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
180. Turn on. 180. Middle. Yo.
One last shot now for Jackson. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw. And the Lions are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.